forward by David Flanagan. I saw the potential that the procurement exchange technology would bring to IDM clients when I first reviewed the technology in 2011. For capital projects, it is a step up in procurement management, specifically how it handles, manages, and maintains the essential elements specific to probity and governance, productivity, and stakeholder management within the automated framework. David Flanagan is a dynamic and capable company director known for providing experienced strategic advice to both government and non-government executive boards and leadership executives on a multitude of enterprise-wide portfolio, program and project works, both nationally and internationally. He has experience spanning more than 35 years, operating in and delivering successful client outcomes across all aspects of the enterprise project portfolio management sphere. David has a breadth of experience in major infrastructure development client endeavours across most industry sectors, including but not limited to the energy, oil and gas, water and utilities, road and transport, telecommunications, and mining and resources sectors. Users can expect an up to 30% increase in technical engineering efficiency, a 10 to 15% increase in supplier relationship effectiveness. I would expect an initial improvement of approximately 10 to 15% as new users still enjoy face-to-face voice and email interactions. I would expect supplier relationships to improve over time as all parties begin to realize that PE provides an additional relation tool, not a replacement tool. Greater than 30% increase in procurement efficiency. This gain would mostly be in the reduced time taken to undertake procurement activities. Up to 45% enhancement of probity and governance. I have indicated 45% as the level of improvement that most organisations should achieve through the implementation of PE. It is important to note that the user mandates the government's framework, user access, etc. Therefore, the rigor of the governance framework is user policy defined. The system reinforces and automates user policy. It does not change policy. Up to 30 to 45% increase in productivity. I would expect a productivity improvement in the 30 to 45 percentile due to the automated practices and processes. Up to 15 to 45% increase in user friendliness. As practitioners become more conversant with the system, the easier the system will seem to those users. The system caters for beginners and irregular users to super users. Up to 30% increase in transparency. This may seem a little low, but the percentage relates to user perception. Transparency usually relates to multiple document trails as evidence of decision-making and effective governance framework. PE provides real-time electronic transparency, date and time-stamped, that may require policy change in some organisations. Once accepted as business as usual, the transparency and traceability is second to none in the procurement environment. Up to 45% increase in administrative gains. I would be disappointed if cumulative administrative improvements did not achieve 45% to both the administrator and the supplier. Byron is a determined and experienced manager possessing outstanding presentation skills together with strategic planning, leadership, organisational development, project management, change management, influencing and organisational skills of the highest order. His major strengths lie in the ability to communicate effectively at all levels of any organisation. An extremely effective negotiator who is able to motivate and persuade others and provide the necessary drive, support and development required to meet defined business objectives. Overall, a multi-skilled, adaptive manager who excels in chaos, thrives in a challenge and enjoys a reputation for achieving excellent results. The following is a testimonial by Byron Ramsden, Governance and Assurance Manager for IDM Partners. Procurement Exchange is a game changer. Procurement Exchange is not an add-on or plug-in procurement software solution limited by the requirements of traditional or purchased financial or ERP systems. This is a scalable procurement solution developed by procurement practitioners for procurement practitioners that offers procurement agility, transparency and assurance using proven procurement logic and user-mandated governance frameworks. Being responsible for program governance, risk and assurance activities, my role is to identify opportunities to de-risk programs and projects. This is usually achieved through mandating policy and procedure, and then testing interpretation and compliance to these documented requirements, through credible evidence, after the event, through review and audit activities. Procurement Exchange provides organisations with a gated system that locks in a mandated policy and provides real-time access to audit trails and process performance data. I would strongly recommend PE to any organisation serious about implementing best practice procurement governance frameworks.
My name is Daniel Douglas Simpson. I'm the Managing Director and Company Secretary for Danley Proprietary Limited. My first exposure to procurement exchange was in 2011 during the early phase of the Queensland Transport Network Reconstruction Program, TNRP. The procurement exchange solution was not implemented within TNRP per se. However, over the 4 years from early 2011 to late in 2014, I had the rare opportunity to witness and was occasionally invited to provide comments during multiple brainstorming sessions with Glenn Turley, Procurement Exchange founder and CEO. As I understood Glenn's objective at the time, he wanted to produce an innovative, technologically exploitive, economically scalable, cost-effective, and fully functional web-based procurement software with impeccable probity and traceability. A tall order indeed. To ensure the high level of functionality being targeted within the software, contributions and ideas were meticulously drawn from real-life industry operatives with experience in all aspects of procurement, engineering, and project management. In summary, the Procurement Exchange modular design and iterative development process has benefited from the broad range of procurement management experience of Glenn Turley and strongly reflects contributions made by procurement, engineering, and project management professionals around Australia, New Zealand, and beyond. It is my view that implementation of this procurement model will guarantee probity, provide a tool for precision targeting of resources, will produce measurable savings across the project or program, and simply save a lot of time. Thank you.
IDM Partners is a leading consultancy firm specializing in the development and delivery of major capital programs and projects for private and public sector asset owners and developers within the energy, oil and gas, water and utilities, roads and transport, rail, telecommunications, mining and resource sectors, and social infrastructure. IDM offers unique enterprise project portfolio management solutions that significantly reduce the risks in major programs and projects. IDM applies rigorous de-risking strategies with a particular focus on client objectives to ensure benefit realization of the program or project. IDM delivers award-winning program and project outcomes to clients through the application of a rigorous risk-focused methodology based on years of practical experience, implemented by skilled and experienced professionals. IDM focuses on ensuring client satisfaction by applying standardized, consistent and robust EPPM and communication processes, as well as integrating them into client environments. IDM's owner and senior executive David Flanagan has advocated the use of the procurement exchange technology since being involved in the review of the pre-production version of the software. He was astute enough to see the overarching benefits that an e-commerce framework of this type would bring to IDM clients, specific at implementing leading-edge probity and governance mechanisms whilst undertaking pre-tender and tender and award management activities on specific projects and programs. The Procurement Exchange Framework is an emerging e-commerce technology that provides beneficial step changes for client and supplier organisations that undertake pre-tender, tender and award management activities. It provides a commercially and technically appropriate web-based platform for businesses to undertake CapEx, OpEx and front-end studies specific to procurement and non-procurement functionality. Glenn Turley has overseen and developed the Procurement Exchange Framework from concept to production. It contains 6 modules. There are 4 people currently working on the framework, currently has 5,100 versions of the code base, has undertaken $80 million worth of client procurement, and its current clients are based in Western Australia and Queensland.